Alright, this is Calibos and we're playing Project Ozone 3. So, I have been looking around and we're not actually all that far off from getting into Britannia legitimately. And I haven't found enough of the mushrooms. So I've been looking and I need 4 white and, you know, a bunch of the ones that I simply don't have. So, one of the other things I discovered is I can actually make all of the colors except for, like, check this out. Shimmering. Okay, so the floral orange powder I can make with orange tulips. So I can actually make the all of the mushrooms to get into petals. So it's kind of cruel because there's no way to make the white mushrooms. So all of the rest of that is pretty much just to trick your chain, I'm guessing. But oops. Okay. Man, I am doing everything backwards because the headset's on the other side now. So the idea is, I think, like I said, that we're basically at the point where we can do everything legitimately. The only thing that we have to do is get through this. We get through this and we're nearly there. So I am going to spend this episode, hopefully, and we are going to try and get this done. So we've got the ash, we've got alchemy through fire. We just need to get the dawnstone, and that's going to be done with the mixer centrifuge and that nonsense. So, we're going to need a stamper. We're going to need the bar stamp. We're going to need we probably don't need the pressure refinery. We're going to need a melter. So, embers. So let's go into embers. And we are going to need a stamp base, which we have, the stamper, so that goes together. We're also going to need a fluid tank. So fluid tank is basically going to go under the melter, and we're going to pump liquids out of that. Ashen goggles. Isn't there like a monocle or something like that? Let's check. Monocle. Goggles. Ashen fabric. Okay, whatever. Let's see if we have anything in here. Motive core. Mixer centrifuge we're going to need. The mixer centrifuge is going to be where we're going to do our alloying. So we need an emitter and we need a receptor. And going into embers, we also want a what are they called? It's like a splitter. So we're also going to want a beam splitter, which requires dawnstone. So for the moment, we should actually be able to put an emitter here And let's go ahead and kill that. And we'll put it on top. And we're also going to need a couple more levers. Oops. I'm sure we've got some levers in here somewhere. Lever. Let's take a quick gander on this side. I mean, we can make them, but I would prefer to use any up that we're sitting on first. Lever. Oh, let's get rid of that. Lever. Lever. Okay. So let's go ahead and make some. We're just going to go ahead and grab a bunch of sticks because we can. We have cobble down there. All right. So we also need to get some fluid. Now I can take the fluid stuff from and I probably should, but it's a super pain in the butt. So those are item ducts. $12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and then we need some glass. So let's go ahead and make some of these. Servo. Filter. So we need some paper. And I hope I have some paper over here. I know I have paper. Okay, there should be a lot of paper. Okay. So we should actually be able to go ahead and grab a bunch of things. So we're going to need what? Copper and gold for Dawnstone? Dawnstone. Dawnstone. And you can only make Dawnstone, as far as I'm aware, in here. So it's gold and copper. Yeah, you can only make it in there. Until we get to the seeds. So once we get to the seeds, we probably won't need the seeds. But let's go ahead and grab stuff. So gold, copper, and as long as we're using thermal, we should probably get some ducts. And we're going to need the fluiducts, but we're going to need the reinforced, hardened. Hardened fluid duct is going to be Invar and lead. Invar. Osmium, coal, Invar, and I think lead's already got a spot. Okay. So let's take our prizes downstairs. Did we get plates and stuff? We didn't. We didn't, because we still need the fluid members. We need the fluid tank. So we're going to need Caminite, 2 iron plates, and an iron ingot. I think I've got iron plates down there, and then we just need some Caminite, which we have down here as well. I know, I'm not organized, I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Verify that there are in fact plates here. There are. So, and that, we cruise down. Do this. We need to make a fluid tank. We need 2 iron plates. 1, 2. We had fluid plates. Go me. Or fluid tanks. Go me. So, fluid tank. So we put the melter on top of this. And then we're going to go ahead and put a receptor here. Still with me? We need oops. We need a lever. And then we're going to need an emitter here. And that is going to need a lever. So this is going to need a receptor. We have the receptor. So then we take our hammer, and if you recall, we click, and then we turn that on. And so now this will begin charging up. So now we have to go, so I think solids go in the top, liquids come out the bottom, and then we need to go stamp mixer centrifuge, which needs a bin as well, which is called a bin. It is actually called a bin. I knew that. Bin, which is going to be iron and a plate. So let's grab an iron plate. Let's make a bin. Let's grab some iron. Make a bin. Put that back in there. So we're going to put the bin down. And it's going to be there. We're going to put the... Oh, wait. Hold on. Mixer centrifuge is also going to require a receptor. Sorry, I don't remember all of this. very well. So let's slap there, and then we'll click that one, and turn it on. Now we're going to take these, so lead and the Invar ingots. So the deal is, you can just click items into this, and then it will try to melt them down. So when I was clicking on it, it was trying to give me that. So when it's on, it's on. So we're going to need 2 more cobble. Give me the cobble. Thank you. Cobble. For levers. Maybe this would have been easier just to use the thing. Oh well. I'm committed now. Perfect. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll do this. Steps. I'm not tall enough. So 8. And then we'll turn this on. Hopefully it's working. Meanwhile, in Embers, while we're waiting for that, do we have the book? Maybe we don't. Gauge. So Tinker's Lens might be the one that we're looking for here. So let's check to see if we have some glass upstairs. I suspect that we do. So let's do that. And now we just need 2 iron ingots. Yeah, I think this is it. So, items in, fluids out, machine processor slots. Fluids, machine, accessor slots. Fluids, molten metals, machine, yeah, there we go. Is it going? You know, I don't think it's melting. States on, states on, states on. Okay, so let's turn that off. That shouldn't matter. Let's make sure that the should be more than happy to feed power to that, which is what we need. I'm not sure. Well, this is going to be an episode of not very much got done. There's another way of doing it, of course. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So one of the other options is to basically melt stuff down and put it in a tank of some sort and then feed the liquid in. Which, if this doesn't work, I may end up doing. Okay, let's try another experiment. So I'm probably going to play with some of this on between episodes. So let's try that, and then let's try that, and then go so this should be working. I don't know. Like, I think that it perhaps just doesn't like me, maybe. This isn't my first time with this. I have no idea what's going on. Although I have to recall, I don't think that the ember or the copper cell worked for me then either. So that's that. Ember emitter, ember receptor. Put a lever on it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to play with this and see what the problem is. I have done this a couple of times actually, and I am not exactly sure why that's not working. It should work. So Ancient Codex will have all the information you need, but the Ancient Codex is probably one of the worst. Okay, so let's grab this. Uses for that is 2 bricks. All right, Ancient Codex. Okay, this is new. Ember activator. Okay, I'm going to break this really quick and see if that... Okay, well, that was a waste of everybody's time. Okay, well, yeah, that's great. Chemite. So I'm not sure that this is very helpful. Yeah, we've... Okay. Okay, so... Okay, now, there we go. Ember receptor. So, I mean, this is kind of cool. What is this? The melter. There we go, melter. And the melter's bottom block. Oh. Oh, right. So remember this thing that I made? Look. Ember. Right there. And now my inventory is all full. So, note to self, read the instructions. I bet it's melting stuff now. Yeah, look at that. Crazy. So that was a unmitigated disaster. And, you know, quite embarrassing. So what we're going to do is connect all this up. It's been more than 30 minutes. You guys have been watching me derp around. It's probably been awful for you, pointing and laughing. So we're just going to put that there, and then we'll put a thing on the side, and then we'll put that there, and then we'll put that there, and a thing on the side, and a servo. So the purpose of this is Ember goes in there, sweet, so we can actually do this correctly. So we'll do that. We'll put a lever here. We'll take the receptor and we'll receptor mark, go there. So it should fill, although it's already got some molten metals, ember. So theoretically, this is going to be melting down. Fluid input melting down. So maybe these come out of the bottom. I don't know. There we go. So stuff is doing. I am clearly an idiot, but we're sorting it out. So I need to actually reduce that to 4 ingots, not 8. 1, 2, 3. Because that only holds. Okay, whatever. So we're going to pick this up in the next episode when perhaps I am making more sense. I generally know what I'm doing, but there are so many different bits that have to be accessed. I barely remembered to make this lens to point at the slots, and then I completely ignored what it was saying. So I apologize. I've basically wasted this entire episode. I feel, well, you know, I could have done better. But it is what it is, and it will be what we make of it. And we're going to move on from here. And we are, once we get Dawnstone, like, we're so close. We just need to make these pedestals and the beam cannon and the aspectus, and then we are there. We are going to be able to get into the next section, which is somewhere in here. I don't know. Twilight Forest. We need to get into Twilight Forest, and we have to make a glimmer crystal. Glimmer crystal. One of these. So pretty much everything has been, you know, that stupid stamp. But we know how to make this. It's really simple. I just have to make the Dawnstone, and we're golden. So I'm going to catch everybody later. Thank you for coming. I hope you liked it. If you did, leave a like. If you don't. Questions, comments, concerns can all go below. You folks have a great night.